Here is the latest from Oil City News on K2 Radio.
The general election is today. Wyoming voters are required to show an acceptable form of identification when voting in person, picking up a ballot, or registering to vote. Options include a driver's license, college student ID card, passport, military ID, concealed firearm permit, or a Medicare or Medicaid ID. In an article published by WyoFile, they say almost 90% of Wyoming adults believe their county's tally of ballots for president in this election will be very or somewhat reliable. A randomized survey of 739 residents 18 years and up indicates that 89% of the population has that level of confidence in their own county's presidential election count. That's according to the Wyoming Election Year Survey. That was published on Friday by the Wyoming Survey and Analysis Center at the University of Wyoming. The margin of error is about 3.6 percentage points. However, only about 58% of Wyoming adults believe the national results of the contest will be very or somewhat reliable. Tonight, for the first time in well over a year, the Casper City Council will conduct its regular meeting in its traditional chambers at City Hall, located at 200 North David Street. Agenda items for tonight's meeting include a $270,000 contract with 71 Construction for new asphalt and concrete at the landfill, a $74,000 grant towards improvements at Washington Park, a $750,000 grant award from the Department of Justice to hire 6 new sworn officers at the Casper Police Department, and establishing a public hearing date for the city to consider repealing a 2020 ordinance establishing certain licensing requirements for massage therapists. The current memo states that staff believe the current ordinance could allow for illegitimate operations to attain licenses. As usual, the meeting begins at 6 p.m. and it can also be streamed live on the city's YouTube page. Next, I do have a public service announcement. The National Historic Trails Interpretive Center will temporarily close to the public starting December 16th for maintenance. The facility is expected to reopen in March of 2025. Closure, however, will not affect Holiday on the Homestead. That's the Trail Center's annual holiday event scheduled for December 14th. During their closure, the facility will receive some required updates to its fire suppression and lighting systems. The lighting system at the center will be upgraded to improve energy efficiency and enhance the experience for visitors. Also, the fire suppression system will be replaced to increase visitor and staff safety, as well as to protect the exhibits and other resources within the building. They do apologize for any inconvenience that the closure may cause and appreciate the community's patience during this time. BLM Trail Center Manager Jesse Horn said that although the upgrades may not be readily noticeable to visitors, they are necessary to bring the 22-year-old building up to date. Trail Center interpreters will take the learning experience on the road during the closure, visiting local schools to teach children about Casper's historic trails. And finally, one of our contributors put together a list of things he likes to check off twice a year, and going in and out of daylight savings time is a perfect opportunity to remember to do some of these things. Number 1 at the top of the list is to change the batteries in your smoke and carbon monoxide detector. 2 is to flip or rotate your mattress to ensure it wears evenly, lasts longer. Number 3, wash your pillows. Many of us remember to wash our sheets, change our sheets a couple times a month, maybe more, but we often forget about the actual pillows. Number 4, check expiration dates. So many of us have dry goods and canned foods that have been in the pantry for a long time. Number 5, clean refrigerator coils, followed by cleaning out your dryer vents and your ducts, and change the filters on air conditioning and heating units. Number 8 is to clean the oven. Last on the list is to check your emergency kits. Make sure that you have supplies in your home and vehicle, including batteries, food, water, medicine, anything else you might need in case of an emergency. Reporting in Casper, this is Colby Fedor. Read more at k2radio.com.